Hello and welcome to the very first Rural Concerns of 2025. I'm Sunil.
I'm Chris.
And I'm James, the producer.
Sunil, what do you want to achieve in the coming year?
Thicker head of hair and a stronger jawline. How about you?
Exactly the same. And also conversational Italian.
Really?
Grazie, grazie. Like that. I want to be like that.
James, you speak Italian?
Piccolo. I'm doing Duolingo for it.
That means a tiny coffee.
Just means small.
You look like you could be Italian.
Venti.
You look Italian, yeah. So you should be able to speak it.
I thought it was Spanish/Portuguese peninsula. Turned out it was Welsh all along.
So you're a Valleys boy?
I guess so.
Well, it's sort of Italian, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Italy of England. Britain. Sorry,
Italy of England.
Sorry, Wales.
Right. It is the first proper Rural Concerns of 2025. And here we are.
It's the first any rural concerns, let alone proper.
What do you mean?
I don't know why he's defining it as proper. Have you been putting outside ones? Have you been putting outside episodes,
I've been
Chris?
putting out bootleg ones.
Yeah, did you do one without me the other day?
Yes.
Huh?
Because as much as we were like committed to, we're going to have a break. We deserve a break.
You panicked, didn't you?
Well, Chris, can I say what my understanding of the situation was?
Yes, but please bear in mind this is the start of a new year.
But we've got to dredge up old ground in order to make headway in the new year. We've got to comb through our mistakes.
You have to till the soil to expose all the bullshit.
So go on then.
We did the Christmas episode.
Yes.
And then you said you had a monologue that you would record and we would pop that out as the next one. And 24 hours before release date, I got a little text saying that started with the words, "Hello, James," which I always know, like, uh-oh.
No, it was off the group, was it? It was a side chat. Where
It was a little sidebar.
Okay.
The general festive vibe is Sunil doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to be worried. We don't need to bother him with his back of house admin. He's let him have some peace. He's worked hard. He's worked hard this year.
I've been very ill, actually. Thank you.
I was going to write a little short story about the future, but it is a mad time of year, isn't it? And stuff just got away from me.
I thought you'd already had it written. You seemed to be saying like you had a monologue, like pre-prepped, like a drama student.
No, I did. I thought I could bang out, 20 minutes of The Tempest or something like that, but just decided to. So me and James just had a chat and then we put your voicemail in.
It was just just general dad stuff and cocktail recommendations, which I think we'll circle back to that later. I was expecting some sort of poem though, Chris, one of those bullshit Christmas poems that doesn't scan that are in all the adverts.
What do you mean?
It's the thing I hate about adverts at Christmas. It's either for perfumes for what seem to be very difficult people or shit poems for supermarkets.
Perfumes are like the only thing that's truly sold on a purely aspirational. Do you know, like every other product in the world, like even if you buy a car, it's got like a form of, cars are sold on.
Nah, you're wrong.
No. Let me finish the thought. Right. So like most products are sold with like, this is what it does. This is how it will change your life. And I understand that like with a car, with like you are selling to a personality, but a car still does something tangible. Whereas perfumes is like you are just selling on pure emotion, pure like self-image. Like here's a picture of, I don't know, Johnny Depp
playing guitar in the desert.
Cars are sold to people like us of our age. Okay, that's who they're sold to. And they play the music we liked when we were 16 to remind us of freedom.
What? Car, BMW, Cotton Eye Joe.
Well, no, BMW's fine. But like if they're trying to sell you a Renault people carrier, they'll play like one of the hits from when our age group was like 18.
So you're basically like, yeah, there's he lives in a house, a very big house in the country, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. Yeah. But like nobody cares about the features. They're all the same anyway.
I think perfume is more extreme even than cars, because like a car will get you from A to B. Perfume is just do you know what I mean? Smell burnt cedar or something like that. So it's just,
I guess, because it's often given as a gift, isn't it? So people just like, oh yeah, I'll get that for them. Johnny Depp's on that.
Yeah, she likes Johnny Depp. Have you seen the one with Natalie Portman? No. That one, I just think that doesn't seem aspirational. She seems difficult.
What's she doing in it?
She's doing everything. She's dancing on tables. She's running into the sea fully clothed. How are you getting back from the seaside? You're not coming in my Renault Espace.
You're not coming in the
you've got to live your life.
Have you brought a bin bag?
Yeah. You can live your life on your own, actually, Natalie.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done anything by impulse in my life. Do you know what I mean? I've never impulsively.
You impulsively recorded an episode of this podcast a couple of days ago.
Yeah. You impulsively said that you had a monologue.
I've done some impulsive theft as well, so it's strictly true. Yeah. I would say actually, if I get an opportunity, I'll impulsively commit crimes. So we should probably go. It's now early January. Everyone listening to this, it'll be deep into January, and this will probably be coming out when everyone's medically very sad.
Yeah, I think it is one of the worst days of the year.
I thought that was my. I think that's my birthday.
Blue Monday.
The sad day, yeah, or near then, isn't it? Is it the end of the month? Is it the 23rd that's the sad day?
It's like the third week of January. But it's also not true. It's a marketing thing, yeah.
What are they marketing?
It was a PR stunt from a brand, and I can't remember which one, about 20 years ago. They created Blue Monday. Oh, so Thomas Cook.
Oh, to book holidays.
Thomas Cook, the holiday bookers, created Blue Monday, I think 15, 20 years ago, as a PR stunt, which was designed to encourage people to book something in to book a holiday that they could look forward to in the future. So it was very good, clever PR, and now it's basically since been taken up as like a fact, like a scientific fact.
Like carrots make you see in the dark.
Do they not?
They don't. It wasn't a marketing thing. It was.
Sunil doesn't know. He eats his carrots, but we all know he's scared of the dark.
He's doing yoga.
I am actually scared of the dark. Yeah, I mean, January is the best time to go on holiday anyway.
Depends where you're going.
Wales.
Cool. All right.
If you're going to go to a beach holiday, January is perfect, isn't it? Because it's so grim, like dark and cold back at home, and no one's doing anything anyway.
There's probably something in that. I feel like, and now what I'm trying to do, we're in that the build up to Christmas. The build up to Christmas starts in October. The minute Halloween's done, the little boy is just like kind of absolutely wired from October through to Christmas. So we're now in a bit which is, my son is displaying all the characteristics of what I would, if he was an older person, I would be like, oh, that person's very hungover. But he's not. He's a little boy. He's just had too much Christmas. And by Christmas, I mean Quality Street chocolates. We went to the pub for the New Year's Eve party, and he had to go home. He blamed it on the singer that they booked. He was like, the singing's just like too. It's like what?
He got excited.
It's like Stephen Sondheim. So he went to a buffet and he got like 3 brownies and like 4 Quality Street chocolate, and you're like, could that perchance have anything to do with it? I don't know.
What did he go home with? Like overexcitement?
Well, he was like suddenly got very sick. But really, what's happening is he's crashing because we've gone through Christmas. So we've just been, and basically it's been brilliant. But we've seen a lot of people. So I think him sitting on his bottom watching watching Moana on his own is like an essential bit of self-care that's kind of been lacking because we've been sort of going out and seeing people and stuff, which has been brilliant. We've got my wife's cousin, but they're kind of sisters in terms of relationship. My wife's cousin is here with her daughter, who I don't see as often as I would like, and that's lovely. And so they're staying with us, and it's been brilliant. And she's called Charlie. and she's asked me to say, because her and Nicola, like basically I was very sensible yesterday and cooked tea and looked after, did what I could with the kids so they could sit and just natter and chat away.
Put them in front of Moana.
But basically that was like Nicola she had like one drink on New Year's Eve, preparing for the fact that on New Year's Day she had to pick these guys up from the airport in Newcastle at 8 a.m. in the morning. So yesterday they basically drank a bit and it got a bit out of hand. And Charlie asked me to tell you last night James is fit.
Not affecting the judgment then, accurate.
No, she's still, I mean, she couldn't walk a straight line, but then clarified, Sunil's fit too, but sort of in a different sort of way, like.
Just in a different way.
Yeah, it's more like a bearded guy with glasses.
And my mother and father-in-law were around, and now at that point, these two are pissed, but then my mother-in-law's like, shall I tell you the attractive thing about Sunil? And I said, what? She said, he's very smiley. And I went, no. I said, that's not so. I said, you're thinking of a different man. You're thinking of an AI picture of a Meshrang
I'm smiling now. Shout out to everyone mentioned there who thinks I'm fit.
But this is yesterday, and they've woke up this morning, and literally I had like Charlie give me a PR manager's good morning response that was, "Thank you for being amazing with the kids yesterday, and I'm so sorry for objectifying men." And I was like, "I'm gonna say it. You told me to say it. I'm gonna say it. You don't get to get out of that."
What did they say about you, though, Chris?
Nothing. I'm not objectified at all. I'm genuinely revered. I'm thought well of because I do. Honestly, I think I think this speaks to the dregs that is masculinity in 2025. I am held up as like a model of a brilliant husband, and I do the bare minimum. Do you know what I mean? I made everybody a cup of tea, and I made us tea, and I talked to the children for 17 minutes. But that is like this guy's amazing, and you're like, I don't believe that I am. I'm not one of the bad ones, but I'm also barely pushing the envelope.
What were you doing with the rest of your time? Were you on your PC?
No, and I need a bit of time now
on the PC.
On the PC, I'm at that point of the thing where I need silence and solitude. Let's go back. Boop, 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 boop. Time travel. Let's go back to Christmas. Where were we all?
Do we need a time travel sting?
Yeah. I'll say, what year is this? Who's the president? And you say, I'm a dinosaur. Do you know what I mean? That's time travel there. So.
Okay, yeah, go on then. I'll do that. Yeah.
Underlay this sound effect. Oh my God. What year is it? Who is the president?
I'm a dinosaur.
There we go. Locked in.
Nice.
So you've gone too far back, have you?
In this scenario, yeah. I've been messing around with powers that I don't understand.
So how do we explain what we did for Christmas if it's time of dinosaurs?
Well, no, it's not. That's just a sting to say we're talking about time travel. We're going back in time.
I thought it was another improv thing. I thought we were improv.
No, we're not improving.
It was like a full play rather than a sting, but yeah.
It's a full play with a cast of characters.
Motivations.
Yeah.
Motivations. Yeah. Wait a minute. What year is the president? Because I'm going back in time to get a herb from the past that can save which has died out due to people using too many little yogurt pots in the future.
Yogurt pots are made out of dinosaurs. Have you ever thought about that?
Oh, no, I hadn't thought about that, but now that's all I can think about.
I'll tell you what, I know that I've been drinking a little bit too much over the festive period because I woke up very anxious about the climate crisis the other day. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to get out of bed because I was so anxious about it. And even though those concerns are legitimate, I did think probably just best knock it on the head for a bit. You know what I mean? Time to...
Definitely knock the thinking on the head. You shouldn't be thinking as much as you do anyway.
No, but it's exacerbated by alcohol.
It's like when you have a drink, you push all those away, but then when you get the hangover, they're all at once. All the thinks.
All the thinks. Yeah. Too many thinking.
I had a lot of chocolate Baileys, I'll tell you that, the other day, and that, actually quite nice. Doesn't make you hungover at all. Felt fine. I think I found the drink that doesn't make you hungover.
Chocolate Baileys?
Full bottle, on your own, you'll be fine.
It sounds like a good antacid drink as well.
Yeah, as long as you warm it up on a radiator beforehand, it's lovely.
Me and my friend had espresso martini cocktail tins, and then I give him one, and he went, "That's nice." He went, "Do you think it'd go with Baileys?" Like glugged the bottle in a bit, and I tell you what, it did.
You've made a latte martini there.
But that's double the amount of that's alcohol from both ends, not just one shot of alcohol, is it?
Right. For this next chart, James, play the time travel sting here.
Play the time travel play.
Oh my God. What year is it? Who is the president?
I'm a dinosaur.
We're going back to the 21st of December. I was invited to cocktails over the road with my new friend, Dave.
Is this the blacksmith?
No.
See the textiles
dyer. Yeah. Textiles dyer with tattoos.
Is this the apothecary?
That's a chemist, mate. What are you on about?
I don't know, but it sounds like you've got medieval friends. It's like a blacksmith or a textile person. Or there's the guy that gives you the missions in the mines.
What's the one that turns metal into gold?
Alchemy, but they use the Philosopher's Stone.
I think my middle-aged job would be necromancer.
Middle-age's job. Your middle-aged job is something to do with spreadsheets.
No, necromancy, it's like a dark offshoot of magic, which is magic that involves the dead. Like forbidden magic, it's like sort of meant to be.
Oh, what? So they help you with the magic?
No, like it's like summoning the dead, basically. So
I think it was a job in the Middle Ages.
Yeah, there was that.
I think it was at best a hobby. It was a hobby. It was a frowned upon hobby.
I've got so much stuff to talk about. I'm so excited. Right, 21st of December. Right, tell me about yours too. Cocktails over the road. Guys, have you been on Christmas cocktails? Sunil?
I've had one.
What?
But early December, I had a Christmas cocktail. My friend Nick Fluger made it at his house, and it involved burning a little bushel of thyme on it. Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
That was a nonplussed face.
Sorry for having a nice time in London.
What was the drink, though?
I can't remember.
Doesn't matter. It's all about the first sip is with the eyes.
It had like frosting. He did frosted sugar on the edge of the glass because it's Christmas themed.
It sounds brilliant.
All right, go on then. What's yours?
No. As in, it just feels a bit much burning time. But do you know what? I'm being cynical, which is what
and
I'm
a £50 note as well. Burn a £50 note into it.
Crumbled a £50 note into it. So what did you, Sunil? Were you at home
for Christmas? Well, I had a couple of days in Sherborne just before Christmas, where I went down to stay with a few friends. Jordan Brooks booked an Airbnb, and a few of us went down to stay in it. Very cozy Christmas vibes.
Which Sherborne? There's so many.
Is there? Oh, the one in Dorset, the one with the Waitrose.
Ooh, I think Sherborne. Just fun etymology fact: it means like clean river.
Yeah, this one had a river. But it also had, and I this is something I don't often see because I don't go to garden centres that much. Didn't realise how big having a Christmas grotto in a garden centre was. This one was absolutely fucking spectacular. I've never seen anything like it. A massive grotto. And this is coming from a man who, as you both know, used to run a grotto in London, didn't I? And seeing that was like, that blew mine out of the water. It was incredible.
I forgot that you ran a grotto until you just said that, but now you said it. Yeah, you were an elf, weren't you?
No. I was show running the elves, so I ran the show.
You were the chief elf, which makes you the chief elf.
I was wearing a black roll neck.
You had a clipboard.
Assistant 2 for Christmas.
I was taking the ticket money. All right, don't worry about me.
Yeah, garden centres make a big deal of stuff like that, I think.
But the amount of money they spent on it, they were like animatronic penguins, 6 foot tall, singing songs.
Coming at you.
Coming at you. They're bloody coming at you. But yeah.
Did they charge tickets to see Santa as its own thing? Or?
I don't think Santa was there when we were there. There probably was, but it was like, it's the kind of thing that you should charge money for, but they're just selling stuff all along the way.
Yes. So it's like a big event, isn't it, for the show? And people will probably go, we need to go see the display. You know, like what's Liberty? It's the same thing as like what's in Liberty's shop window for Christmas. It's like it becomes a marketing event type thing, doesn't it? So
absolutely. And like the amount of stuff like I couldn't believe how big this place was, but there was a lot of stuff for sale, and it wasn't tat. And one of the biggest model railways I've ever seen. Never seen a model railway that big. It was brilliant.
So this trip was lads, really, in a way.
It was lads. Saw a big model railway, and I bought Robert Harris's Imperium in a secondhand bookshop. Cheers.
Boom. Very nice. Is that an alternate history?
No, it's as accurate a historical fiction of Cicero's life as you can imagine.
The rapper?
Yeah.
That
Cool.
thong. So what presents did you get? I got one present. I got a book that I wanted and I bought it for myself. I was in London and I said, Nicola, will you buy me this for Christmas?
Oh, you told us about this. Was it the graphic novel?
The graphic novel, and that's it. That's all I got. Is that all I got? Did George get me anything? I don't know. This Christmas is very... Oh, no, I got some chocolate, but then I said to give it to...
The poor.
You know what I'm like?
Yeah, blooming heck.
What do you get, James?
I got a lovely backpack for when I'm cycling.
Very nice.
Nice new cycling backpack. Basically, the inside of it is made from a bag for life material, like a Waitrose bag for life material.
Okay.
So it's fully waterproof.
Yeah. And what do you put in there? Water?
Yeah, that's where I keep my water. Yeah.
Yeah.
My soups and stocks.
Yeah.
And
the heat generated from your big back while you're cycling will turn.
It'll keep it to a simmer.
Keep it to a simmer. That and the turkey carcass and some vegetables. By the time you get to the station, you got a stock ready to go. Well, it's like tough. It's almost tough watching kids. Christmas to some degree almost feels unfair on children, or it's too intense. It's a magical time, but it's so it revolves so much around them getting things, which as you get older are drifting away from. Do you remember, in Watchmen, the graphic novel, where Dr. Manhattan drifts off into the cosmos because he's like grown tired of earthly concerns? That's what I feel like at Christmas. I'm like losing interest in things. The things that I need, I buy. I don't buy anything. I buy little computer games. That's all I buy, and that's the only thing in my life that I look forward to buying.
Well, you do. I mean, you've barely talked about the Steam sale with me this year
because the PC's still sort of on the fritz. So
how is that still not fixed? Get that fixed as a present to yourself.
I'm running a.
It's pathetic.
Basically, I've got a little. When I've got a little payday comes in, it's going to the PC shop, and I'm going to get a new motherboard.
That was a thing I got. I forgot to mention. I got from my brother-in-law. He always gives us his hand-me-down consoles, and he's just got a PlayStation 5 Pro. So we've got a PlayStation 5.
Very ugly machines, though, aren't they, James? Very ugly.
Yeah, it's hidden behind the telly.
But that's a good bit of kit, that.
It is. I was playing the cowboy one yesterday, trying to get into... Yeah.
How are you finding it?
Apparently, you've got to play it for 4 hours before it gets interesting, and I've played it for 2 hours.
I found it dry. My friend was basically saying it's like, because it's by the guys that did Grand Theft Auto, you would often approach it with the same high adrenaline mindset but basically what it is, my friend was saying, is a very detailed cowboy simulator. And if you commit to basically the travel is slower, the pace of it's very different. But he was saying that it's very in depth. There's loads of mad stuff hidden away. And he was telling me one of the stories and was like how it develops, and it's so there's lots of strange stuff in it that that reward course of watching and stuff like that. But I bounced off of it a couple of times.
Do you remember Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
The one where you have to do exercise.
Yeah. I couldn't get into it because of all that stuff. You had to make sure you ate regularly and do exercise and all this sort of stuff. And apparently there's quite a lot of that in this. So I'm not looking forward to that. You got to get haircuts and shave.
Yeah, and be clean. And you don't do that in real life, do you?
Exactly.
So
Why should I have to do that in a sim?
Yeah, exactly. It's too much admin.
I did play on Red Dead Redemption 1. Do you remember they did like a undead, like a zombified version?
Yes.
I played the heck out of that. That was brilliant. Cowboy zombies. Oof.
I remember playing that, but it's literally a million years ago. I'm going to send you some game recommendations.
Yeah. Well, can you do it before 10 p.m. Pacific time?
Well, yeah, but James can't get the Steam sale on the PlayStation 5.
I've been playing one of many people's top 20 games of the year. Thank goodness you're here, Chris. You're in the top 20 game of the year.
Hey!
What do you do in it?
Yeah, you don't do much. It's sort of like, I would describe it as, and I have described it as an interactive sitcom episode. So you basically, in terms of functionality, you don't have like an inventory or anything like that. You're a little guy that walks around, and you can jump around, and the only other real action you can do is slap things. You can slap every character in it, and when you slap them, they say things, you know. So the puzzles are very simple, but they're basically scenes in a sitcom. And you go into the pub and there's a piss cobbler. I'm the cobbler. This is it. So I'm a pissed. Yeah, that was the one where I was doing a voice that isn't. I think there's a couple of other characters that are just me, and you would just hear that it's me basically being me. But that one, I was doing something a bit different, which I really loved as an opportunity.
Who's the guy you come down the chimney of?
That's me.
That's you. That was good. I recognise that guy.
Yeah, so you'll go around, and the guy has the cobbler or the key cutter or whatever he is. He has a key for a thing that you need to get into the butcher's or something, say. But he drinks he's a pisshead, he drinks his pints, and there's a problem with the taps. So you basically go down into the cellar and slap the beer barrels to froth them up and get them going, which unlocks that via a dream sequence type thing. So it's a lot of fun.
What did you get for Christmas, Sunil?
Yes, very good question. Did Secret Santa...
Secretly, you know the truth.
I know what happened because I got given a present by my Secret Santa, which apparently the others had seen was so bad that they all chipped in and bought me a stuffed toy instead. So I got a stuffed penguin that I've called M&S.
Nice.
And he's sitting outside now. He's sitting on the sofa.
How big is it? 6 foot?
No, he's about the size of my head.
Okay.
Is this a Secret Santa with friends?
Yeah.
As opposed to what?
Work colleagues.
Oh, okay. Strangers.
Traditionally, I would say the Secret Santa is the area of the work of the office. You know, I've rarely done one as a group of friends. That situation.
Are you at liberty to reveal your secret?
I'm at liberty to reveal what I bought as my Secret Santa present for one of the lads, and it was a Wind in the Willows calendar.
Oh.
With the artwork by Christopher Dunn, I think his name is.
I think that's a kind and considerate present. Yeah. I won't, opening that, I won't feel anything, you know.
God, you like
things anymore.
Calendar, everyone needs a calendar.
I don't know whether they do.
You don't want to see your month up ahead on a wall?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I could do with that, actually.
Yeah, well, my calendar this year is country steam trains.
I'm going to get a calendar. I'm going to get a calendar and put birthdays in because I need to be better at birthdays.
Put them a week out as well. Put it a week out, your alarm for them on your phone one. At least a week.
More than a week. 2 weeks.
2 weeks though, but then you'll be like, oh, I'll get to that. A week is like, I've got to do that now.
But a week is not enough time to source a gift.
When's your wife's birthday, Christopher?
Oh, why are you asking me that question? It's September.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was the same. James, have we got a similar birthday?
No, Chris's birthday.
Yeah, that's next week, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. It's in 10 days. I was saying this because I was saying I don't want to be drinking loads, and they're like, and it's your birthday. And I was like, no, but my birthday's for many years now. They are the birthdays of an 8-year-old boy, you know. Nico's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I want enchiladas and I want to watch a film or play computer. I want to be left alone to play computer games for 2 hours. These are not an adult's birthday, but a lot of it with kids. Like this year, I don't like doing loads. There's something about the attention of, I don't like being the centre of attention in that way. I understand that's odd for what I do as a job, but like
Yeah, when are we going to plug the solo show, Chris? When are we plugging the solo show?
No, that makes sense.
We're going to plug it very soon. It's going to be intense. But I don't know. That's like something that I've made that I'm presenting and the context is right. Whereas a birthday party of like, just come and celebrate me.
You've done nothing to deserve it.
Exactly. So it's like...
Except cultivate some lovely relationships.
I know. But as well, it's like birthday is a thing where it's... I don't know. My time with my son and stuff is fleeting. He's getting big so quickly and time's zipping by. So it's like, so I think this year, what I wanted to do is, I think me and him are going to watch, there's a new animated Lord of the Rings film. I was like, will you come and watch this with me? When, you know, like you could sort of see he's like chuffed to be asked. Do you know what I mean? I was like, will you come to this with me? And he went, yeah. So we're going to do that. And then I think, I don't know.
Is he 40?
It's a 12A as well. So it's like, he was like, can I watch it? I went, as long as this guy says it's fine.
I'm going to the cinema.
What are you going to see on this beautiful day?
Nosferatu, the film.
Oh, I want to see that film.
With the boys chucking popcorn at people.
This is Robert Eggers, isn't it? Who sounds, I know that for his film The Witch, it's not just a set of a film. Everything in that film, like the farm, the set, all the stuff, was like made with era authentic, like 16th century hand tools. So it's like that sort of a mindset, you know. It sounds expensive, doesn't it? But it'll also be, I don't know what that, I'm sure that'll make it more authentic, which means that the rest of it. But I loved The Witch. What else has he done? He did The Lighthouse. I like that. There was a lot about that I liked. It's still...
I like The Lighthouse.
What about The Northman? Northman?
I've not seen The Northman.
I've heard it's a bit so-so.
No.
It really does make you think how life would be different if we were all ripped.
Well, that's my New Year's resolution.
We've got less than a month until the live show. We're getting ripped.
How long we got? We've got 3 weeks to get ripped.
3 weeks to get ripped. That's the New Year's resolution. I'm going for a run with 2 ladies from my village at 5 o'clock.
First run of the year. First run, full stop. You know, you've been running, haven't you?
I'm starting it up again after a period. I went mad on running, hurt my leg, and then my interest in it dropped off a cliff.
What are you running on? Grass or pavement?
Kind of a mixture of both. A lot of the time I'm running on tracks, basically, but like well-trod gravel. Nothing mad like fell running up and down. Right. James, should we nix?
Yes.
So.
Should we give it an ending?
No, we'll get an ending here.
You click in, that's the ending.
That's the ending. New Year's resolutions.
All right. You got any New Year's resolutions, Sunil? Because we're not going to talk about them.
We're not going to do them.
No. What have you got?
We're all getting ripped, aren't we? That's it.
Just going to get ripped in time for live show.
It's not a New Year's resolution. It's more of a pact or a bond between like-minded men. High performance male leaders.
I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to do regular marketing for the podcast. I think as well, I've now got... I told you we've got me and Nicola coming to blows over the piano. The boy got off his grandparents a keyboard. So I've got a Yamaha keyboard. So I've got 2 pianos. Like over 50% of my downstairs is pianos. So I was like, I've got to sort of maybe I'll learn to play piano.
Chris, your house is enormous, though. You can have 2 piano rooms.
2 piano rooms. This show of what a gorgeous show. Well, that's like Michael Jackson in his heyday, isn't it? You know, just
if
like
he lived in Cumbria.
If he lived in Cumbria, and had 2 pianos. But that's what a tinkle. That's I don't know. Do you think I have to think like it's very hard for me not to do stuff to enjoy stuff? When we sort of do a job.
Yes. Very well put.
As in, we sort of all freelancers or have dallied with it, so we understand it. And it's basically the workload of... It's like being at university your entire life, isn't it? There's always something to be doing. Everything that we do comes off of the back of something that we initiate. No one tells us what to do. So this means there's always a pressure to be turning everything into some sort of professional, public-facing. Do you understand? I don't think I'm articulating it well.
No, you're doing something for its own sake rather than to monetize it or to turn it into content.
Yes, so I find it very difficult to do things that I'm not working on with a view to someone else seeing it. Is that the ending you wanted, James?
Sorry, what is that thing, though?
I don't know, like little pictures or something like that, or play piano.
You should stop showing those to other people, Chris. You should keep them just to yourself.
You cannot monetize those, unfortunately.
Not on most websites.
I know.
Permaban from Etsy.
Yeah, the CEO sent me a letter. Like, it's enshrined into the company.
There's a no hentai policy there, I'm afraid.
Maximum 7.
I'm a victim. I tell you one thing I noticed, the sickness that I have is like a family sickness because I have my mum and dad over. None of us, they can't sit still. They can't just sit and be. They always have to be doing a task. Do you know what I mean? And it's like over years, you're like, oh, just like sit down, enjoy yourself. But it's like, I've now come to the realization that they can't enjoy themselves sat down. But neither can I. So we're just all like a family of people that are stood up all the time doing stuff.
Well, you're happy then, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think we are broadly. You like just accept people on their terms and be like, oh, whatever this thing is that we've got, we're all the same. So, Mum, you do that. You peel those potatoes. Dad, there's a one at doors needs a bit of a screw tightening. Can you do that? Do you know what I mean? Like managing a work.
You've got to get them to work. You've got to set them to work,
and then they're happy. But a little bit means like, don't you want to?
Isn't that what slave owners used to say?
Yeah.
They just can't enjoy themselves relaxed.
They need to be doing stuff.
What a lovely Christmas message. Go on.
What a lovely Christmas message. Work your parents until they like their hands are bleeding and their bones are cracking. Happy New Year!
Please leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
It has to be 5 stars.
It simply must be 5 stars.
Otherwise, what happens?
Otherwise, I got Sunil a drone for Christmas and he'll fire it up and he'll follow you around with it until you die.
So you better put 5 stars.
There you go. And please remember that if you have a rural concern, email us at christopher@lovelytime.co.uk. And just a reminder as we start the new year that is an email address that we use to sort of ferry the wisdom of our listeners to the audience. But I do personally have, like, they don't have access to it. So if you want to make any comments about those two and what they do, they will be treated anonymously as an anonymous whistleblower system. That's all I'm saying.
And if you've got any issues about Chris, it will be instantly trashed.
Yeah, trashed, blocked.
Printed out and shredded. So the best way to support Rural Concerns is by wanging us a few quids on Patreon. For less than $1 you'll get bonus episodes and access to our online chat community, The Creamery.
Rural Concerns was edited by Joseph. Alexa, is it legal for a man to own a tiger? Burrows. Our music is by Sam O'Leary and our artwork is by Poppy Hillstead.
Rural Concerns is produced by Egg Mountain for A Lovely Time Productions.
Oh, I haven't plugged the live show. But you need to come to this live show. I'm playing in Edinburgh, Manchester, Bristol, Leeds, Leicester. Barnard Castle. Come on now. We're having a good time. This is a good show. Somebody said it was, some people said it was good.
I saw it and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and James's friends saw it and they liked it. And they had no reason to coddle me.
Said that Chris was a master storyteller.
A master storyteller. That's just it. If James says he likes it, you have to take that with a pinch of salt. Because if at any second either of these two even hint that they don't like it, I'll delete the podcast. I'll delete it all. Do you know what I mean? I block them. I walk away. But James's friends call me a master storyteller. A master storyteller. I mean, I do understand why if you listen to this on a regular basis, that might be quite a hard couple of dots to join up. But it's true. It's true. This is just me off the hoof when I've had time to plan it, you know. Masterful, some may say.
You'd finish most of the sentences.
I don't talk in complete sentences. If that's what 2025 is going to be about, and it's the big money coming into podcasting and making it illegal to talk in half sentences, then take me out into the street and shoot me in the head with a gun. That's the end of the episode, James.
Sunil, have you got any final thought? Or a quote or something?
Yeah, I do, but I can't be asked, but I'll find one.
What a good way to start the new year.
It's a new year, it's a new me, and therefore I'll be doing this law. The law is discover each man's thumbscrew. Everyone has a weakness, a gap in the castle wall. That weakness is usually an insecurity, an uncontrollable emotion or need. It can also be a small secret pleasure. Either way, once found, it's a thumbscrew you can turn to your advantage.
It's nutty clouds.
So we were going to do a cocktail party over the road, and basically everyone was like 3 couples and a few other people, but like the 3 couples we were going to do like a cocktail each. So I did an old fashioned, which is a very simple cocktail, but I really like them. But basically what we did was the first cocktail when I got through the door was a snowball. So I had a snowball, but then we were like, this is dangerous. So what we're going to do, a beer in between.
Chris.
So basically...
Zebraing.
We've talked about this, haven't we?
Yeah. I know Sunil doesn't listen to the podcast, but you're basically now recounting the last episode in, I'd say, more detail so far.
Should have done a monologue.